It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's...
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way, and then try and match his athleticism.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 3rd down and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Running from the gun with Henry. Down to about the 45.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 39. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. To the 36-yard line, stop there. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Levis to throw it. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Pacheco. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Pacheco, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Reggie Gilliam punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Off the option, here's Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw is Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got his target. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on a catch and run. 35 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. inside handoff. Henry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give Henry another shot. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mitchell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Again, it's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Levis. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run with Pacheco. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Levis looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Levis back to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Play action. It's Jackson. finds his man. It's Kohler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Pacheco headed right. Down to about the 22 here. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Titans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Isaiah Pacheco. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
To the sideline and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Play action. Now Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion right goes Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Over the middle, connecting with Kohler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Nashville. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This time Jackson will throw it. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down, because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, In order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his foot out shy of the 30 to the 29. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And at the 42-yard line here. Brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Levis to throw it. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 3. They try with Pacheco.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
2nd down and 3.
Jackson now.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down up to the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, part of tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That, before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As in, great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the